Welcome home. We are WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore. We are Baltimore Positive. We're positively doing our last segment, I swear, here at Costas Inn Timonium. We're going to be at Coco's next Thursday. We're going to be on May 1st. We're going to be at Pizza John's in Essex. May 7th, we return across the street to Planet Fitness in Timonium here. And then on May 13th, we'll be at Fadley's at Lexington Market doing the crab races because it's Preakness week. This guy here, no stranger to the Preakness and to the ponies. His dad bet on him, bet against him, owned him, bred him, trained him, and put the pictures on the wall in Dundalk. Pete Triantafilos joins us here. How do you say it in the Greek?
Triantafilos.
Okay.
That's it. There you go.
I'm just trying to let my booty grow and get all my Greek holidays together. Are you a horse racing ascetic, Boardwalk in Ocean City, which you never get to go to because you work too much, Bay Bridge, which you never cross because you work too much, and birds and animals? This has a crab on it. I'm going to give you the crab for the Maryland Treasures. Maryland Lottery. Our partners at GBMC right down the road. Yeah, I'm walking a mile in their shoes on Friday for their SAFE program and their sexual assault awareness program. That's on Friday, as well as Farnham and Dermer. And it's people like Pete and his family and his brother and his dad and his sister who keep us in business by sponsoring us. We're always proud to be here in Timonium. Prouder to be in Dundalk where they have the crabs. So your sister tells me there's a problem with the Costas family that people call Timonium and then they want to go to Dundalk and pick up their meal, or they call Dundalk and they come to Timonium to pick up their carryout. So first things first, there are two locations. Crabs there, crab cakes here, and make sure when you're ordering carryout you go to the right place.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's been a little crossover there. It's a learning curve, but we've been open since June. Everything's been great, and folks have been wonderful, and a lot of the folks that go to Dundalk, they live in this area. They live up in Timonium.
That's me. I'm a Dundalk guy that lives in Towson.
Yeah, so they recognize the name and come up and check it out.
And Nick's pissed at me when I come down there and I say, "Where you been? Where you been?"
Yeah,
you've been hanging out in Timonium with Christine and
you're cheating on them.
Well, the thing is like I used to come to your place. Oh, yeah, you saw me all the time. Now on a night when like we're home and my wife's hungry and we're in the mood, we're like 8 minutes from here. You know what I mean? Like we get it really quick, so it just becomes like easier for us to come here than it is in Dundalk.
But I get the same thing.
I love you, Dundalk. You know I'm coming.
We love Dundalk for sure. That's our home.
All right, so I get true story.
It's great to be here in Timonium.
It's a year in June, right?
A year in June.
Feels like you've been here forever, though. Does it feel more?
Seems a lot longer.
Is it more normalized for you?
Oh, it's
just open.
It's like second nature. It really is.
Well, you got to build a little bit of a dream kitchen here. You got to build out something you didn't really ever get to build out in Dundalk. It was sort of like built onto what your dad built in 1971.
Add on.
Yeah, and so I got to ask you honestly. I came out today. I haven't peed here all winter because it's cold out there, and I pee before I come, and then I'll drink too much when I'm here. You get one orange crush and a water, and I'm usually leaving yoga so I don't have to pee because I'm all sweated out. So I haven't been to the bathroom. And 5 minutes before I started the show, I'm like, I better go pee. And I expected, like, I'm in like shorts. I'm wearing my pink shorts here, and I'm like, it's 85 degrees, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pee on an 85-degree day outside. And I walk out, and there's like a construction project. What's going on out here?
Yeah.
If anybody's been to Costas Inn Timonium the last year, it's been rattling here today.
Things are happening. Things are happening here in Timonium. Come up and check it out. Renovations are being underway here, so we're under construction.
What does that mean? What are we renovating?
The outside grandstand. So the upstairs and downstairs of the grandstand, the outside space of the restaurants, which we host parties and events. It's going to get all new ceiling, flooring. It's going to get a whole facelift. It's going to really be nice. So all the concrete and metal is going to be wrapped, and it's going to be a really lounge atmosphere, really welcoming. It's going to really have a nice effect when you come into the grandstand.
Did you know about all this a year ago when you got involved?
These were things that were talked about, but now it's actually happening. It's like, wow, it's here. You never really realize it's going to be happening until you see it, and it's it. The fairgrounds have been great. We've been working together, and we're kind of partners, and it's all working together. And
people knew of Nick's here and the OTB here, and it's always a little vacant in regard to there's just this empty racetrack that you're in, right? So you come. OTB, and I remember talking to Tommy here years ago, and it was like this was thought that maybe this would become like a betting like a casino, a real casino, a whole casino at one point. That's long since moved with gambling going really online.
Yeah, it's all on phone.
It's
so
all
nobody
on
really
the phone.
needs to come
so
to
when
do
I
that.
saw this, I'm like, I know years ago it had been talked about as making it a bigger, different kind of OTP, but I did wonder when it's over, and I thought to myself, what? He's not getting crabs in Timonium, so don't ask him, and I'm not going to ask him. But you will have more space back here. And you've got, I mean, have you been on a wait here? I mean, this is a big space.
Oh, yeah. We Saturday nights. I mean, we've had waits on Friday, Saturday nights, and the weekends, and yeah, it's been fantastic. I mean, it is a big space, but it fills up. And now you got the Preakness and the Derby and the Belmont and the races coming up. The fall sale, the spring sale in May's coming up.
The foals.
So yeah, so the 2-year-olds will be on sale. So they'll have 600 horses here. They'll be breezing out here. Anybody can come and watch them in the morning.
I've been invited to do that a bunch of times, and I've never done it.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. They start 5 o'clock in the morning and come and see the horses on the track, and then you got the 7 days of racing, of course, in late August, early September. But with the Preakness, we're going to have events outside. We'll have bars and food outside of the common area.
So Preakness Day is going to be a thing here.
It's a thing, yeah, because Preakness is going to be at Laurel, so they're only doing 5,000 folks out there. So
this is the other
people
option.
Are going to be, you can bet and come out and enjoy some great food. And
you better
drinks.
order some crab cakes, man.
It's going to be a fun day. So we'll have inside, outside. The OTB will be full, so people will be here, and we'll be enjoying.
Well, last year
racing.
you kind of got opened right around that time. This place was jumping last year on Derby Day. I came out on Derby Day and saw you. You were selling crab cakes out of.
We were open outside.
Outside,
yeah,
absolutely.
we were open outside with the food truck, and then we weren't open here yet, so we did everything outside. But this year it's going to be. Totally
but it was buzzing
different.
with people.
It was packed. It was packed. It was packed. We had bars outside, food outside, and it was fantastic. But now that we have the inside, it's going to be really a memorable day. We got a lot of reservations. People were coming in, so it's
I had Dick Girardi on, one of the oldest. He's not that old, but he's been doing it longer. We worked together at News America in 1984. He's been the long-time Philadelphia Daily News horse racing. He's a legend in horse racing. He's from here. He's from Ridgely's Delight, or Rogers Forge, excuse me. And he always called this the Spa. They call it Timonium Spa. That's what he called it.
Really?
I've never heard it called that.
No.
So I'm giving you free. You, Fran, everybody out here, call it the Spa, the Timonium Spa.
The Spa.
The Spa. Well, I think he called it that because it had some relationship to Saratoga in it being a little bit of a boutique track, a smaller boutique track. Because this isn't like Laurel or like Pimlico. It was never that big.
Yeah,
right?
Saratoga's nice and open, beautiful.
I let my hair down for the young kids who are here. So if y'all want to make fun of my long hair, have at it here today. Pete Triantafilos is here. He, of course, and his family own Costas. I don't want to get teary-eyed because I already got upset earlier in the show when I talked about my friend Frank Vanek leaving us. But your dad and the tragedy and everything that's happened, I see the picture on the wall. There's never a time I come in here I don't think about him. But you've had a couple of anniversaries, his death and his birthday. You're coming up on your anniversary of being here. This whole thing happened because of him, right?
Yeah.
You never would have been snookered into this Timonium thing if it weren't for Dad, right?
He put me here.
He did put
me here. Yep.
Gave you the challenge of being here.
Yes, but it's great. He would love it. He passed 3 weeks before we opened, and he'd be in his glory. It would have been a great chapter for him.
What do you love about the horses? Done. You don't ever remember him not loving the horses, right?
No, man. We've been a horse family for over 30 years, and we've been at the track. We've won several races on Timonium here, and
When you were a little boy, do you remember the first horse he bought, or was he always? Because he came from the old country with nothing in his pocket, right? He tells that story, and
$5.
$5. Yeah, that's why he always gives people $5. That's why you always give your Orange Crush.
That's why I give the kids $5.
I should have taken that second Orange Crush from you the other night. I should have done that. But the notion that he fell in with horses, like at what point in the 70s did that he become vested in it, other than just being a guy who went out to the track and bet the horses?
No, it was actually in the 80s, like 1984.
Oh, wow. So you were a teenager or grown up at that point. Okay.
Yeah. When I was 15, 16, 16. And a friend of his, Steve Dallas.
Okay.
Owned Michael's. Sure. Michael's. So we were neighbors down at North Point because they had Gales, we had Costas, and
I didn't know
Steve
the
came
family
over.
had Gales. I did not know that.
Yes. Oh, my God, for 35 years, yeah. And then they moved up to the fairground, took the fairground in, and he had Blue Carrot, and he wanted out, and said, "Hey,
Blue Carrot was the name of the first horse."
Bought it for $25,000. I remember that like yesterday.
Allowance horse.
Turned out to be a allowance horse, and we bred her in 38 carat and had some offspring and had a really good run with Blue Carrot. It was a
Who
really
trained your
really
horses?
great start to get in the racing, but it's a double-edged sword. You win, you think you're going to win all the time. It doesn't work out like that.
Right. Who was your trainers in the early days?
Valora Testerman, then we had Scott Reagan, but then we landed with Dale, so we were at Dale Capuano.
Dale Capuano
was
forever,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. So we just
lost
Dale.
King Leatherberry recently.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
See, I can talk horse racing with anybody because I've been to all these Preaknesses and having Nicky Zito on the show over the years and my relationship with Bob Baffert, who comes on the show all the time. I want it to thrive, and I get angry at them making the Preakness smaller and moving it to Laurel.
Maryland
and all
racing has just been iconic throughout the whole country, and you want to keep that thriving.
Well, this is the time of
keep
the
it
year
going.
to get people interested in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Derby's 2 weeks out, and the Preakness is going to be here. I believe they're going to move the Preakness to that Memorial Day weekend so they get the horses. The industry needs to get itself in order, and I know you're in the middle of it here with the OTB, but you still feel it every single day. I feel it every time I come out here. I mean, if you look behind me on the TVs, there's horse racing here, horse racing here.
Every track in the country.
I got Keeneland, I got Turf Paradise, I got Meadows, I got Aqueduct up here, I got Gulfstream here, like literally.
Yeah. You have Charlestown coming up later. Yeah.
You bet on horses?
I used to.
You don't bet on horses anymore?
No,
but you're here all day,
it's
every
too
day.
convenient. It's too convenient.
Well, I was going to say.
I get a hunch once in a while, of course. Get a little hunch on a horse there and put it. But for the most part, I'm a spectator.
I'm bringing Girardi in here at some point for a proper crab cake. He and Mike Marlowe too. We've been working on this, my old friends. And I told Girardi, there's not many places I go where I still see the form. And every time I come here, I got guys with their glasses out and they're looking at the form.
Oh yeah.
And that reminds me of Charlie Ekman and Chris Thomas and the good days.
They love the horses. You got the guys coming up here, and they're at it every day, and they do pretty well.
Oh, well, I hear them screaming over here in the corner. Come on, dude. The
a
sounds
lot
of the track, at the track. We're here at Timonium. Pete is here. Costas, come on out at any point. You're always welcome out here. Just not welcome to order crabs in Timonium. You got to do that in Dundalk. And I'm not going to go through a million reasons and all that. How's crab business, man? Are we getting crabs in Dundalk?
We're getting into season. Yeah, we're rolling. We're getting them out of Texas, so we're starting to get deliveries every day.
I'm getting a little, I'm thinking.
Weather's warming
my
up.
hands
Crabs
just
are
healed
coming
up.
in.
I'm ready to cut them all up.
It's getting to be crab season. Yep.
All right. I got to go to Dundalk. Is Nick going to make room for me down there?
Always got a spot.
I invited
Right
him to the
bar.
first Springsteen show in Minnesota. Did he tell you this?
Yes.
He turned me down.
I can't believe it. Can't believe it.
You guys got to get the night off. You going to DC show?
Got to.
You got to take that night off.
Yeah, we're going to have to work that out.
So if you're looking for Pete on the 28th of May, he'll be in D.C. Don't come and find him here. But they're renovating here in Timonium. I want to make sure everybody knows that. And they're still iconic and wonderful in Dundalk, even though the Dundalk kid has sort of adopted the Timonium place as my home base here. But I'll be back in Dundalk this summer doing the show. Thanks for everything you do. Thanks for your partnership,
Nestor.
for your family.
Pleasure. Thank
for the
you.
beauty of this family and the restaurant and everything you guys do here. I don't kiss my sponsors' butt much. I don't have them on much. But I appreciate you.
Likewise.
With
I appreciate
every Orange
everything you
Crush
do.
at the bar.
Thank you. My pleasure.
And I'm trying to think of something. So I came in a week ago. People know me about the Oysters Rockefeller. People always say, "Do you get that out there?" Well, your spinach is amazing, and I think it's the only place in the world I've ever had spinach the way you make it. It's unique. It's different. If you haven't gotten it, get it on the Oysters Rockefeller.
Yep.
But people saw Jen and I came out and we ordered a whole bunch of food last week. We way over-ordered before she went to Italy. And I took a picture of it, and people were commenting, "Oh, I love the mushroom caps," which I do too. But I said, don't sleep on the spinach here. So that's always my public service announcement for you.
I appreciate it.
Everybody knows the crab cakes are great.
Yeah.
I had a fried and a broiled last week.
You did. I said, this has got to be for Nestor. I saw it come out of the kitchen. I nailed it.
Did you put extra lump back in? You didn't jack me up, did you?
Made it special.
It tasted special. I thought he knew somehow because the fried one I didn't eat. I took it home and I took half my mashed potatoes. I took half my Greek salad home and I had it for lunch the next day. And the fried crab cake, I took it out and it got a little room temperature. Nancy taught me down at Fadley's, you eat at room temperature. You don't want your crab cake too hot. It tastes better. It does. It tastes better when it's just not hot. When it's just warm, you get more flavor. And I put it in my toaster roaster oven there, and I did about 6-8 minutes, and it came out crispy. My mom would have eaten it. That's how delicious it was. So
they're our main staple. You can come in and you can get an 8-ounce crab cake with 2 sides on Monday night. under $30.
I watched. Well, I didn't. I came on Sunday, so I didn't get the discount. But I came in to watch the Masters.
Oh,
with
yeah.
you. I came on Sunday night.
That was a lot of fun.
And I ordered
Yep.
the 2 crab cakes and my cream spinach. And my eyes were too big for my stomach. I say the worst part of my wife being in Italy alone, or the worst part of me being running to South America is I can't eat a platter anywhere, by myself. I
Really?
need help.
Yeah.
Or I need a go box.
And they're generous portions, too. So
Well, you're Greek.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. They've been trying to feed me since I came in.
You got to
here.
fill the plate. Yep.
All right. Well, come on out and support our friends at Costas. Great family. We've had a great show here. I've had Republicans. I've had Democrats. I've had sports editors. I've had I-95 publishers. And I cried even. We had charity. We did OJ Berganson. I got to talking about OJ and my friend Frank Vanek and ALS. You came up and talked to Drew, it feels like 3 days ago now, about losing a friend with ALS. And
it's a terrible disease.
we're all in this together, man. It's a
Yeah.
great community show today. My thanks to all of our people, our sponsors. The Maryland Lottery for hooking Pete up with, I gave Pete the crab. You can have the
Thank
Bay
you.
Bridge. I keep calling it the Key Bridge. The Bay Bridge. We got to get the Key Bridge open for the Dundalk
Yes, we
location.
do.
Boardwalk, which is open for business, and the Horses of Assateague. These are the Maryland treasures. My friends at GBMC, and I'm walking a mile in their shoes on Friday for the SAFE program, as well as, last but not least, and most importantly, our friends at Farnham and Durham, our newest sponsors, sponsoring all of our sports coverage. If you need AC, HVAC, and everybody needs it when it gets to be this hot outside, as well as plumbing, our friends at Farnham and Durham, they are the comfort guys. We've sprung a leak 2 Wednesdays ago. It's the morning I was in Minnesota.
Oh.
My wife called me 6 a.m. Central. My phone's ringing with my wife's number, and I know that's an emergency.
Oh,
6 in the morning.
sure.
I'm like, hey, are you all right? She's like, got a leak. Call Farnham and Durham. Got a leak. And I'm like, well, she woke me up. I'm like, can you call? I'm up to my ass in water. Call Farnham and Durham. So I called them, and they came out in an hour and a half. And I had he said it was a soft spot in the pipe.
Really?
And I'm like, well, the pipes are 43 years old. The building was
That'll
built
do it.
1980, 83, 84.
Oh, wow.
So you got to have.
You got the right folks on it.
Well, you had the right folks building this kitchen back here and all this stuff out here at Costas Timonium. Come see them, get a crab cake, bet the ponies, come on out for Preakness, come on out for Derby, or just like my wife and I come anytime watch a ball game. It's all here, and they make a hell of an orange crush here. Back for more from Costas Inn right after this. Stay with us.